Last time on the American Crappie Trail, anglers found some relief after a brutal practice period finding active morning and late afternoon bites. Although the numbers were still not found, the class of crappie was impressive, with many 2-pound-plus fish coming to the scales. It was the Abernathy's team who took the lead after day one with 15.94 pounds, just a half-pound ahead of Kent Watson and Drew Morgan. The temperature has dropped again, with another cold front moving in. What will that mean for our anglers? Find out as Engel Coolers and Power Pole present Championship Saturday here on the American Crappie Trail from Lake Guntersville in Scottsboro, Alabama.
Looks good, Parker. You have a great day, buddy.
We just, in this tournament, we're sitting in first place, and we've just been bumping ledges with jigs, Strike King jokers, orange and chartreuse, but we're fishing from 23 to 28 foot of water. Fish are still really deep.
We started out on the river channel, about 20 foot, fishing stumps, and
casting jigs.
Casting jigs. Just, we wasn't doing no spider rigging, just single pole casting.
Somebody's gonna catch a 3-pounder eventually. I mean, I think here, the way these fish are biting, and I mean, if we can get that fish on our hook, hopefully it'll put us up there.
Oh man, the wind! It would be awesome down here in Guntersville. I mean, it's a super cool lake. The fish are really healthy, and man, there's a lot of great guys we're fishing against.
We're gonna have to improve a little bit. We'll see how it turns out.
Maybe if we catch a kicker or two, we'll have a little bit more, but we feel good about it.
Oh, I'd like to win.
Matt, here we are, Championship Saturday on beautiful Lake Guntersville in Scottsboro, Alabama. What do you think it's gonna take?
I don't know, but I'll tell you what, if they can duplicate what they did last week, it's gonna take a huge bag of crappie. You know, the wind and the weather is gonna have a big determination of what these guys can do today. We had a cold front move through last night, it rained all night. It could turn things totally upside down. Blackley and Turner are leading this event. They've been there before. It's theirs to win or theirs to lose.
So whatever you do, don't miss the rest of the show here on American Crappie Trail.
On the water, the weatherman got it wrong again. What was supposed to be a 5-mile-per-hour wind has climbed to 15 miles per hour. With a rough chop on the water, baits are bouncing up and down in the water column, creating an extremely unnatural presentation. Day one leaders settled into their first spot to find a couple of good crappie right away. This spot paid off for them yesterday in a big way, as they spent most of the day here putting together a near 16-pound bag of crappie. However, they were not the only ones who were fishing this spot.
Did you ever think in a million years somebody would be sitting right here beside you within 50 yards yesterday morning?
Less than 50 yards away is the local team of Stevens and Little, who are currently in 6th place. With over 30 pounds of crappie being caught here yesterday, the question is, can it support two teams for another day?
I found this spot right here, this particular spot, about 3 years ago, and we came out here fished it about 2.5 weeks ago, and we knew we'd probably wind up here during the tournament. So we went and tried to find some fish elsewhere, and we stayed off of it. And we saw them in the parking lot putting in one day. We saw them out here fishing the area, but we had no idea they were going to find this particular spot. And tournament morning, we got here maybe 10 or 15 minutes before them yesterday, and here they came, and they pulled right up beside us, and you know, we weren't going to run them off because we knew they'd work to find this hole, and you know, we wasn't going to give them any flack about it. We just, you know, we fished probably, well, you saw how close we were fishing together. It was that way yesterday morning. We both had, you know, good stringer yesterday morning off here. So they'll probably win it. They've got some more fish, you know, located out further on the channel. You know, so have we. But it's hard to leave the spot. You know, it's been my whole lake and knowing it's a good spot.
Does the local angler have the advantage? Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
Every hour I spend fishing, I spend countless hours off the water, managing tackle, taking care of my truck and boat. Sometimes I'm on the road for 6 weeks straight. With Lucas Oil products, I know my truck is always ready so I can stay on the road and focus on the water. Lucas Oil, made in America, sold to the world.
More than a century ago, General Tire was born, right here in America. Since then, we've made a name for ourselves by making tires you can depend on. Tires built to handle any road this country can throw at them, and relied on by every kind of driver. So you know that no matter where life takes you, with General Tire, anywhere is possible.
Clean up your toughest messes super easy, super fast. Only Super Clean is formulated to do the work for you. Just spray it on and watch the grease and grime wash away. Super Clean is the only cleaner degreaser that is scientifically formulated to kick any mess to the curb, so you can move on to more important things. For all of your greasiest, grimiest, toughest tasks around the house, shop, or garage, Super Clean gets the job done. Super Clean, super easy, super fast.
B&M Poles, the #1 crappie pole company in the world. More tournament wins than any other crappie pole. BNMPoles.com. The American Crappie Trail is brought to you by Lucas Oil Marine Products, made in America, sold to the world. General Tire, anywhere is possible. Ranger Boats, driven to dominate. Evinrude, the official engine of the American Crappie Trail. Banded, Just Go, and these other fine sponsors. Welcome back to the American Crappie Trail. For many teams, this morning is proving more difficult with high winds, boat traffic, grass, and a lot of off-species fish being caught. B&M team members Kent Driscoll and John Harrison currently sit in ninth, and the bite is slow.
We're back out here on day 2, fishing the same general area that we fished yesterday. The fishing's been tough again this morning. We had to grind them out yesterday, so it seems like these fish are kind of biting in spurts a little bit. For whatever reason, they're just real finicky. You can see what we're doing here. We've got 18-foot B&M Pro Staff trolling poles. We're trying to cover a lot of water. And yesterday we were fishing a lot faster, but we've slowed down today because it's gotten a little bit colder. We're running about 4/10 to 5/10 of a mile an hour. We got a 1 ounce weight on. We're rigged 2 different ways. You can see I'm fishing a bottom bouncing rig, and I'm fishing a little bit deeper than John. And I'm actually dragging mine on the bottom, and he's fishing a little bit deeper. Or I mean a little bit shallower. He's got more of a Capson Coleman rig. We're gonna lay in here and stick with it, and we're gonna grind out 7 fish, and once we get our 7, hopefully upgrade with some big 2+ pounders.
We're back in the same place we were at yesterday. We weighed in yesterday. We're currently in 7th place. We had a little over 14 pounds with our 7 fish. Today's been a little slower. The weather's changed. It's a little cooler today.
It's flipping cold.
It's colder than it was yesterday.
I'm eating fireballs trying to help. It's not helping.
The bite's been real slow, matter of fact. We probably hadn't caught, what, 20? Probably. 20 fish, maybe. We're doing the same thing, basically, as we did yesterday. We're just getting a little deeper water. We have caught one nice one, 2.5 pound fish. Deb did.
That was fun. I thought it was stuck at first. I thought I'd hung on something. The fish we've been catching are not fighting. They're just floating to the top and coming in like zombies. That one was fighting, so I thought I had a striper.
Seemed like the bite was early, like yesterday, but then once it started cooling off and the winds changed directions from yesterday, it slowed them down some.
Oh yeah, I'll need a bunch of these. I thought this one was bigger.
got started off this morning and had a little bad luck again and lost a couple of fish we wish we had right now, and that's just the way it goes. But I think we're up to about 6 fish, and 2 or 3 of them are really nice ones, and they're gone. So we just need one more good bite here, and we'll relax a little bit. But this bay now, hindsight, really is lacking somewhat in natural structure. Every bit of the obvious stuff has been pounded pretty good. And during the week we did fish shallow, and we fished exclusively Pro Belt on 16th on 6 pound, and 2.5 to 5.5 foot of water. They're not what we're going to be able to compete with on this lake for sure. So I hate that. I wanted to fish shallow. I'm a shallow water guy, but they're the king of the weights right now, no doubt, the white ones.
When crappie fishing in clear water like Lake Guntersville, silence is crucial. The water slapping against the hull will spook fish and reduce the number of bites.
One thing for us holds true: those poles are bouncing much, you don't catch a fish. Even yesterday morning, a little bit of boat traffic, we only caught them, once the lake would settle down. After one come through, it'd settle down for a few minutes, and we'd catch one almost every time. We haven't had much break in the action yet this morning. Yesterday started out a lot better. We got in here and we were culling fish at 7:30 yesterday morning. Today we haven't caught a crappie yet. I don't know what's changed. Yesterday, as the day went on, we kind of got nervous. The bass really started moving in here yesterday, and it looks like they're back in here this morning. I don't know if that's pushed the crappie out or what's going on. We may have to jump out and get to a different creek today. We got a bunch more stumps marked in a different creek that we know there's big crappie on, so we may have to try it out today. It'd be more out of the wind too. It's a light boat. It may be a little too rough for us in here today.
We got clouds. We're gonna get some rain. Can they make the adjustments? Stay tuned for more of American Crappie Trail.
As an angler on the American Crappie Trail, the RTD saves us tons of time, as time is money. High wind, low light, works every time.
Official line threading device of the American Crappie Trail.
Here's the future of rod threading, the RTD from your rough fishing. Quit wasting time and start stringing line with the RTD.
We put the Rockport Rattler to a real test. 2 champion anglers using 4 rods with the competition jigs against 4 rods using the Rockport Rattler. The result, the Rockport Rattler outfished the competition 10-1.
Rockport Rattler, gray head.
His patented rattling jig contains a rattling chamber in the body of the jig. The rattle is amplified by using water as a conductor,
Rockport Rattler,
making fish hear it at much greater distances, just like a dinner bell for fish.
If you don't have a Rockport Rattler, you ain't catching crappie.
Launching a Ranger aluminum boat that's cut full of holes may sound a little crazy, but with so much closed-sail foam inside, it's easy to see the added safety and stability. It's a huge confidence booster, especially with so much quality inside, along with Abernathy E-Tech's unrivaled performance and 300 hours with no dealer scheduled maintenance. Ranger aluminum is built to excel and priced to be yours.
Power your Ranger with Abernathy E-Tech. For over 30 years, Lucas Oil has provided the very best products for the land and sea. From this success stems another amazing product from the Lucas Marine lineup, Lucas Slick Mist Marine Speed Wax. Just spray it on and wipe it off. Lucas Marine Speed Wax will make your boat look brand new and provide great UV protection. Apply Lucas Marine Slick Mist to wet and dry surfaces, in sunlight or shade. It's ideal in both fresh and saltwater application and prevents hard water deposits. Protect your investment with Lucas Marine products.
Lucas Oil, it works.
The American Crappie Trail is brought to you by B&M, quality performance and service for over 70 years. Super clean, super easy, super fast, super clean. Engel Coolers, the original high-performance cooler. Power pole, swift, silent, secure. Lucas Oil Outdoor line, superior protection, superior performance. And these other fine sponsors. Welcome back to the American Crappie Trail. Local anglers Johnny Walker and Jeff Ramsey are the only team in the top 10 who are not fishing multiple poles. They've found a couple of good fish this morning.
Well, this is Johnny. He's my stepson. I'm Jeff. We both grew up fishing on this lake. I'm 57. I've been fishing here since I was about 10. All we do is single pole fish. Right now we're fishing jigs, 20 foot of water on some stumps. The fish are just moving in and out. So you might be an hour between bites. So we're using a 1/16 ounce. And this wind and current, it's kind of hard to fish it. You just have to throw up current, let her go completely to the bottom, slow back. Pull it, let it fall to the bottom. Pull it, let it fall. As soon as you get to a stump, pull it over and they're on the back side of the stump and they'll pop.
As you can see, we got 2 new Garmin live scopes, and that's pretty much changed everything. Before we was looking at circles and dots, and now we see fish moving. But I still got to use a 360 to find where I'm going, find what I'm looking for, and then zero in with the Garmin. But it's some good stuff.
Some good advice with you with today's electronics. If you get it, it's well worth the money, and just spend time, get out on the lake. Don't even take your fishing gear. Just go around and look, follow creek channels, find your stumps, mark your waypoints. We have spent many hours just idling around, but it's been worth it. It's aggravating sometimes when you see them down there and you know they're there and you still can't catch them. But sometimes you can. And I hope it's gonna be one of them days we can.
Yeah, we were not expecting this much wind this morning. We checked it on our phones, it said like 6 to 9. It's got to be at least 10 to 12, or it was a little earlier. It's hard to catch fish with these rods bobbing up and down, and that's why I've been holding a couple of mine. That hadn't seemed to work either. These fronts like this, it can get tough, and we're just going to have to stick it out and try to pick up a fish here and fish there. We're not going to hang around this spot much longer, but we hammered this spot yesterday, and we may have to find some more fish.
Yeah, just finding these stumps and just sitting them over for a while. Like they don't want to bite it right away. You gotta sit in front of their face for a little while. We were in 8th yesterday. Got big fish this tournament so far with 260. So we're looking for some more of that. Say if it doesn't happen by about 11 or noon, we're gonna move to our second spot. We're gonna grind this out for a little bit. Just fish slow and sit on some brush piles. Yeah, we thought about heading around some bridge piers too, but we need some fish. But yeah, we fished bridges a little bit. The biggest fish we caught there was like a 140 or something like that. So I guess if we have to, we'll go fish them.
Day 2, we're about halfway through tournament fishing. We got 6 fish in the boat, way behind where we was yesterday. This time we had 5 fish over 2 pounds. Today we got 1 over 2 pounds, total of 6 in the live well. The cold fronts came in. It's a lot colder than it was yesterday. The bites really slowed down, but we still got plenty of time to come through and with a good weight. We just got to stay at it. We know fish are here. I see people running all over the lake from spot to spot. So I'm assuming it's tough on everyone else. We just got to grind it out and hope we get 3 or 4 big bites now. We can come out here with a decent weight. I think overall most weights are going to drop today. So if we can come in 14 pounds, I'd be happy with that today in these tough conditions. Come on. Don't worry about the other line, just get ready. Come on. Yes, there we go. That's a 2-pounder. That's what we needed right there.
With only 2 fish, boat traffic has shut down Hodson Pillar and McLeod.
Point's probably in one of the worst locations. Every boat, bass boat, cuts that corner to go underneath the bridge there.
Yeah, we hope something changed, man. This ain't. That wind shift and a little bit of traffic killed us.
McMillan and McMillan have hit the road in search of better opportunities in Town Creek. The Abernathy team is blowing out of their shared spot with locals Stevens and Little. Walker and Ramsey are switching things up, moving to dock shooting in the afternoon. Over $50,000 in cash and prizes is up for grabs. Who will conquer these tough conditions? Find out next on the American Crappie Trail. B&M Poles, the #1 crappie pole company in the world. More tournament wins than any other crappie pole. BNMPoles.com. Abernathy Cycles, an authorized powersport dealership in Union City, Tennessee. The nation's largest Polaris ATV and UTV dealership. Unbelievable selection. New model ATVs, motorcycles, scooters. Experienced staff with over-the-top service, repair, and diagnostics to keep your vehicle running at top performance. 64 years of the best quality service and the best quality products. Abernathy Cycles, proud sponsor of the American Crappie Trail. From the tackle store to your truck, to your boat on the lake, back to the ramp, and all the way home. Engel coolers have you covered.
As a professional angler, my success is directly related to my preparation. In a tournament, I may cover hundreds of miles of water in one day. That's thousands of miles in a year just getting to the fish. I use Lucas Oil products to ensure my success on the water. Lucas Oil, made in America, sold to the world.
Welcome back to the American Crappie Trail on Lake Guntersville, Alabama. The Abernathy's team are grinding hard to put a couple more kickers in the boat. It looks like their decision to move is paying off, but the bites are still few and far between. His reel has malfunctioned, leaving the slab right where it is. After several seconds and no progress, he realizes what has happened and starts to bring the crappie in by hand.
Yeah, I had a battery go bad. Had a sail, a dead sail in it. One of the fishing buddies loaned me one of his. We was up 1:30, 2 o'clock last night changing the battery, and it has gone dead. I don't have any trolling motor anymore.
That's my favorite part of the boat, the little motor. So when the trolling motor dies, we can still troll.
We've got probably about 12 pounds. And we need to get about, I'm gonna say 2 more, 2 plus. I'd like to at least do what I did yesterday, but it's highly unlikely.
The team of Walker and Ramsey moved to the docks in order to cull some of their smaller fish. They have a couple of hogs in the well. If they can upgrade a few, they'll be sitting pretty for the weigh-ins.
What'd you weigh? You weigh? We caught about 10 yesterday, close to 2 pounds. So I guess we caught them all.
That's not cool. 26.
A little bigger.
Come on, just 1 2.5 pounder. That's not asking too much.
As time draws to a close, many teams have stuck to one spot and ground it out, while others jumped around, trying to find more active fish. No matter where a team chose to fish, this was a hard day on everyone, with frigid temperatures, wind, and a tough bite. Let's head back to Goose Pond and the weigh-in to see who will take top honors on Championship Saturday.
Rough conditions out there, but we got 7 fish, and we're going to see how it turns out.
Not exactly what we wanted. We're a little short on weight, but we had a fantastic time.
I'm telling you, it was a nail biter. But anyway, when number 7 got in the boat, we was ready to high five.
Yeah, we were crying the blues and we went to screaming.
There you go.
13:05 to move up into the lead. Let's see what we got here. Do it? Don't know? We're going to find out, folks. Get ready. Oh, heck yeah, you did. 13:89, 2-day total, 27.96. Welcome to the lead.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Welcome to the top 10 stage. Here we go. 12.64, and guys, we're gonna see something here. Look at this. 16.35, 31.67. Guys, you broke the 31-pound barrier here. How about that? Current big fish, 280. 280, let's see, guys. You're gonna break the 3-pound barrier? Look at this, folks. 319. Not only break the 31-pound barrier, break the 3 1/10 crappie barrier on big fish. Hold that guy up. Let's find out who our Guntersville champion is gonna be. Need 1573. Here we go. And you're right, you fell a little bit short. 11:53. Walker and Ramsey, you guys did it.
Johnny Walker and Jeff Ramsey pull off the win, fishing single pole and relying heavily on their electronics. The top 10 finishers look like this. Mike and Deborah Gore in third, the Lucas Oil team of Kent Watson and Drew Morgan holding on to second, and Johnny Walker and Jeff Ramsey winning the new Ranger RT 188C worth over $25,000. Don't miss the action on the next American Crappie Trail when we head to Ross Barnett Reservoir in Mississippi.